part of the Empower program is giving me an opportunity to live my faith in a way that doesn't require words.
It's not that they don't really want the church in there, they just never thought about having the church there, and the church hasn't really gone out to meet them.
Because my faith is important to me and I want to share it with people, the love of God, then that's what drives me to go out and help people.
This might hurt, it's not safe, but I know that
when I did my thesis this year, it focused a lot on community, and I saw it in campus ministry, but it seemed very sheltered. And now that I'm actually going out into West Windsor, I feel that it is taking effect, and I want to get my hands in there a little bit more.
When you go into the place that you want to serve, you go into the place you want to volunteer, it kind of tugs on your heartstrings, and you get a personal investment with the people there.
I've learned that there's a lot more going on than you just see walking around the streets. And you start to realize that there's so much more than life just on this campus.
The world is not black and white. It's not that easy. It's shades of gray.
I have learned that I had more walls up around me than I thought, but also that I am able to break down the walls, like they're not there permanently.
I didn't imagine being as close to the people in the house as I have become.
It's also a really big support and a foundation for the work that we're doing, I guess. Having prayer every morning, having people that you can talk to, it really helps you.
It's actually really enlightening. I think you learn a lot from other people, especially having to live with them and cook with them, eat with them, clean with them. You just learn a lot about yourself and also about other people.
I feel like I can't grasp everything that I've learned about myself yet. Like it'll take till after I'm done and I'm sitting around thinking about it and I'll be like, whoa, when did that happen?
I learned that I am both stronger and weaker than I think that I am.
I've learned my own boundaries, my own limits. I've learned how to maintain stable relationships, balancing both me time and time with people.
I've thought a lot about reflection recently, and I didn't take enough time out of my life before Empower. The chance to have moments of quiet where I can just either kind of freak out inside, what is going on, Lord, or I can just be totally humble.
And you ask me what I want.
Community is pretty much the most important thing. Like I think we need to build a solid community and get a spirit of community really going in order for people to feel more comfortable to go out and volunteer or get involved in different projects.
I feel like the physical space needs a little bit of changing so that people can get started, but I also feel like change within the self needs to happen for any good change to really take effect and to sink into people's bodies and minds.
We have this kind of fear about knowing what's going on in our neighbors' houses or just in our neighbors' lives because we don't want to have to deal with anybody else's problems, but we all have problems to deal with, and it's easier to do it with the help of other people.
That there are so many other student groups who are already trying to increase volunteerism and build up the community between the campus and the rest of Windsor. Why don't we know about these groups? I had never heard of them before. I think I've underestimated just how important communication is in this whole process of trying to build up community.
Having the courage to talk to the people and create a forum, I think that's the most important part.
Do we need to have more new things? Do we have to bring upon change, or do we have to change our view of what we already have?
How do we get these volunteers hooked up with these organizations? Because there are hurdles that are impeding the flow of volunteers being able to go out and help.
In the time it takes to turn around.
I've been wondering how we can still have a Catholic identity and bring this Catholic point of view to the work that we do, but at the same time not offend others or intimidate them with our speech or our beliefs.
It's really hard to be open, and I really struggle with that, and I've realized I've had prejudices, and I think things have to be an exact certain way, And if you can just stand back for a little bit and really listen to people, then you can evaluate much better where they're coming from. I also have become more grateful for what I have.
You're probably going to be taught more in your attempt to help others than you're ever going to be able to offer.
Best friends, God's love and great time.
Being a part of that.
A person's a person, no matter how small.
It's a pickaxe, not
The fact that I've been living for 4 years in West Windsor and almost completely unaware of the things that have been happening so far, that's the most stressful thing, I think.
She knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
really impressed by their approach, like their, oh, crap it, stop it.
Learning late about the birds and the bees. Falling in love when they be set free.
Oh
At the age of 13, everybody's going up with a dream. I never noticed what could happen to me. Time flies when you walk in the streets. 1 minute got you holding an ace. The next minute got